Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. My name is Sarah Meyer. I'm the Chief Customer Officer with the MTA. And it's always a great day when we salute one of our own. Today, we salute Train Service Supervisor Jose Bonilla for going above and beyond to rescue a lost support dog named Lucy. Lucy had quite a day on Saturday. After escaping her owner's apartment in Battery Park City, she crossed the West Side Highway, managed to go down the stairs of the Chambers Street station, subway station, and went up and down the one line. We're out here in front of the South Ferry station. We think she came here, but she ended up going north, all the way to 14th Street, ducking under trains, along the platform edge, and she was spotted running through the tunnels that serve the one line at 14th Street, and made it another 14 blocks all the way north to 28th Street. And that's where she was found by a heroic TSS Jose, a whole 10 hours after she was reported missing. I'm happy to say that we were able to reunite Lucy with her owner Molly later that evening at 34th Street, thanks to Jose's quick thinking and action. We applaud Jose for his efforts and diligent work. Efforts that resulted in him being bit and bruised, little bit, through a glove, no less. So it's now my pleasure to present Jose with a certificate. And I'll read it aloud now. So the MTA hereby recognizes Transportation Service Supervisor Jose Bonilla with a certificate of commendation. A commendation for heroic actions taken Saturday, May 8th, 2021, saving the life of a customer's beloved canine companion. This is for you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we just want to thank Jose for all that he did, and we're going to bring Jose up to talk a little bit about his experience.
Good afternoon, everybody. Saturday started like every other Saturday, 2 o'clock when I report for duty at South Ferry. When I reported for duty, I was briefed that we had a lost dog on the property since 11 a.m. I met Molly then, and I was briefed on a description of the dog and the last known whereabouts. I also proceeded around that time to explore and search some unused tracks we have here at the South Ferry, the old South Ferry Loop, to no avail. We assured Molly that we would contact her any sightings we would have of Lucy. Around 8 o'clock, my lunch period, as usual, the word came. Collaborative effort with the train crews on the lookout all day, concerned with the whereabouts of this dog. We coordinated with the Rail Control Center to get trains to stop, get trains to reduce their speed, and to call in continuous reports of the sighting of the dog and its location. I got on a train here at South Ferry, and I was able to go north, meet Molly at the Chambers Street station. I knew I couldn't get in front of the dog, so at 14th Street, I had the idea to get on an express train to somehow get Molly in front of the dog so she could call out to Miss Lucy. I saw the dog actually traveling in a straight line on the local track. I directed the RCC to stop trains, and so I could disembark that train and be able to put myself in the path of Miss Lucy, who was at that time walking in a straight line. And she basically came up to me. I called out her name. She laid down in front of me. I petted her. I picked her up. There was a bite involved at that moment, and I was able to put her on the 2 train right into Molly's hands. And basically another day in transit. All right.
Okay. And now Molly.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for coming down. It's my pleasure to say such a big thank you to Jose for rescuing little Lucy on Saturday. It was such a day. I can't believe it. Down from the 8th floor, through the lobby, past the doorman, across the West Side Highway, into the train station, and then up and down the trains all day long. And I spent time from station to station screaming her name like a crazy person, and to no avail until Jose managed to find her and get her back into my hands. Then she sat very nicely on the subway for the whole ride home as though she had never done anything else. One good bath later and a checkup on a broken nail. She's in good shape, reunited with my mom. She's my mom's dog, and I'm just taking care of her. And everybody's happy.
Okay, great. So we'll be happy to take any of your questions.
Sure, absolutely. Oh my goodness. I mean, there's all of the things that go through your mind when your dog is missing like that. She could have been hit by a train. She could have been electrocuted. She could have impaled herself on something. She could have been stolen, although I'm not sure she'd put up with that. She has a defense mechanism built in there. It was just terrifying. And there were a lot of people in Battery Park City who'd been looking for her before we found out she was on the train, who were really worried. And just being able to have her in my arms was such a huge relief. It was a relief for my mother, for the friend who had been helping out, lots of tears all around, and a couple of cocktails.
How did you know the dog went on the train, and how did you come into contact with Jose?
It was the Citizen app, actually. I had been walking around Battery Park City, leaving my number with everybody, every bartender, every person eating in Battery Park City, everybody I saw with a dog. And actually, the woman at New York Kids Club was the one who called me and said her roommate saw that there was a dog on the train, and that I should check it out. I couldn't believe she got across the West Side Highway, and at first they said she was a beige dog. So I wasn't sure it was her, but then another friend went to the Chambers Street station to check and said it was. I was driving to 14th Street at that point because that was the last sighting. By the time I got to 14th Street, she was already back down on Rector Street. I don't know how she's faster than my car, but that's the West Side Highway for you. Yeah, it was crazy. But the Citizen app kept up with us all day long. They posted pictures of Lucy everywhere. They were extremely helpful in this catastrophe.
Demonstrating again that trains are the fastest way to get around New York City. Anybody else? Questions? All right, thanks very much, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, Jose.
All right, good. Thank you. I would
Photo op?
Absolutely. Come on, Bitsy Daisy. Come here. Sit. Aww. Put my arm around you.
Can you just angle it down, strip it down a little bit? There you go. Thank you. Sarah, can you step in a little bit? Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks, everyone.
Maybe he's got the rest of the day off?
Nope.
Duty calls.
Let's go back to work.